Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply, and the project that I'm working on now is making the wood underliner that you're gonna see when you go to the Mexican restaurant and you order fajitas, and that cast iron griddle comes out so hot that it's impossible to touch that. But there's always a piece of wood the griddle sits on. So what we're making actually is 50 of those underliners. If you are enjoying this video, please click thumbs up or like, and also please consider subscribing to our channel. Let's move on to the rest of the video. And here we are cutting. Everything looks good so far. I'm just going to let that cut. Obviously, we're going to have to get to the second tool path before we know how this really turns out. Because that's going to need some touch-up. We got a really good score here. Really good. Obviously, we got to get into optimizing, but I'm happy with this. Wait till the spindle completely stops before touching it. Just take it from me. Let's resume. Start. Okay. Hopefully our brushes don't get crushed down. I've got those 2-inch brushes coming from ShopBot. These are the standard 3-inch. I love the quality of that cut. That's a 62. That Super O was a 62. Well, it's not a Super O. The 62602. 62602. If you are enjoying this video, please click thumbs up or like, and also please consider subscribing to our channel. Let's move on to the rest of the video. If you are enjoying this video, please click thumbs up or like, and also please consider subscribing to our channel. Let's move on to the rest of the video. Okay, so we have, I believe, a good top run done, a single sheet. Everything looks really good. I'm less thrilled with the quality of this plywood. Be aware of when things are on sale. But, you know, it's fine. This will be sealed. There won't be really any loose fibers at all. So, what happened? We got our score the veneer. We did our pocket first. Then we did our score the veneer. Then we did our ball bit. And everything worked out really good with this. The file that I'll probably run is likely going to be, I'll score the veneer first is what I'm going to do. Then I'll do the pocket, and then I'll do the ball nose. I don't believe that my 3/4 radius matches what's on the original. It just doesn't look like it matches. That's more gradual than what I'm doing here. I'm going to look and see if someone just has a wood router bit with a 1-inch diameter ball. Amana may have something. I am pretty much just sticking with Ansrud, and that's probably just a result of being limited to my selection. So I'll see in the future if I can get one with a greater diameter or radius. What you would not have noticed unless you were watching every single detail is when I was doing the score the veneer down here, and then back up, I was barely touching the surface. So I finished that tool path, and then I came back down and I re-zeroed right down here, and then re-ran the tool path. And I was able to get my scoring down deep enough. I did get some tearing out, as you can see on the other side, and frankly, that happens. Even when you score veneer, that ends up happening as well. You're with me? You know, that's going to end up being the surface, so we're going to end up, I'll put a little filler on there, and that'll be that. But I'm going to keep my eyes on this, and if it continues happening, I'm just going to drop down a little bit deeper, but I don't want to because I can detect, you can't see it, but I can see where I'm coming down 0.075, and then my ball nose starts. I'm really cutting into the area where my ball nose comes like this. So I don't really want to come down any deeper than 0.75, and in fact, I'd like to just really be at 0.50 or 0.55. So now what needs to happen is we need to flip the sheet, and I don't see that we're going to have any trouble at all with our reference points. Okay, our 2 reference points. Taking that sheet and flipping it over and running the first tool path should absolutely give us no trouble like what we had over here, if you recall. I had a moment. This was the first one that we ran. The second one we ran, by the third time, we were way off. And that's just because, it has to be because I changed the offset between running that, and it's probably because days elapsed in the process of doing that. So let's flip this sheet and let's get it back down to the surface, and let's take a look at our next tool paths. You know, I decided to check whether or not I was centered, and for some reason I'm not. This is not equal between here and here. Not even close. Looks like we're going back to the drawing board. It's way off. We got to take a look at the tool pathing and find out what's going on. Again, thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up, please subscribe, and maybe even send the video to someone that you know. Thank you.